Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Raleigh Chopper Mark 1 part 4. I think it is, yeah, part 4. Right, there's loads going on in this video. As you can see, some massive progress has been made on the Mark 1 Horizon Blue. It was very nearly an abandoned project. I got to a stage when I said to myself, is it worth doing? Which will please some people, because some people have knocked it from day one. I'll get into that in a minute, but it suffered a serious mechanical issue, and I did say to myself, you know what, can I do it? But then something came in the post to me. In this box here, it arrived yesterday. I went on eBay and I saw it and I said to myself, you know what, I've got to have it. It's stunning, and I will reveal, if I get my words out, I will reveal this. Is that even a word? Anyway, I'll show you this at the end, towards the end of the video, and it is pretty special. Some mentions from my purchases. So I purchased a new seat backplate, not yet arrived. I purchased a new wheel. It's a bit rough, it's clean. That will probably go on the Mark 1 because there's a hole in the wheel. I don't want to have a hole in the wheel because, you know, I'm not going to ride it far, but, you know, I'll clean it up and see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. If not, I'll take the wheel off the infrared or the ultraviolet, because they're both good wheels on them. We've got a new seat. Well, someone's made an attempt at doing their own seat. And to be fair to the chap, he's done a good job. He's cut the foam out. I think he got to a point where he said to himself, I'll just buy one. Yeah. But I like a challenge, as you know, and my attempt for next week is to get that seat built up using the dimensions of the old seat. The old seat is probably the worst I've seen. Completely rotten. All the way through. So that's my job for next week. This you got to look out for at the end of the video. Don't fast forward it, please, guys. Just watch the video. Yeah. Every point now, we're going to fast forward it on you to the end. Yeah, some massive things going on. In this envelope here is something which I want your opinion on as well. I've ordered a new chain guard. Well, it's a replacement chain guard. It's like a reproduction, but it's really thick graded steel and like a really thin one. And I'm gonna try and replicate a distressed paint work on that. Better than my space blue, I must admit. But I'm gonna just try and replicate it. Maybe do that again next week. Yeah, what's going on? The red Mark II is out, the red Mark II, the ultraviolet Mark II is out because I'm filming a video on these two straight after this one, which will go out next week. Right, so that's my list of people I've got to mention in the video. I'll do that at some point later on. Right, let's clear these two out of the way, and I'll bring you closer and show you what is going on, because it does look pretty good, and there's been some amazing progress on this bike, including I've worked out how to remove a gear cable. Paul Martin, I know you'll find this interesting because you weren't sure how to do it, so I'll show you how to do that. Yeah. What's going on? I want your opinions and your thoughts, and we'll go from there. And to add, Andy, or what's his name? Jim Timber, apparently said, if I wear odd socks, which I do anyway, and wear a Wellington boot on my head, apparently I'm a genius. So this is you, Jim Timber. Officially, I'm a genius. Right, let's get on to it and show you what's going on. Okay, so we'll get onto the mechanical issue in a tick. But first of all, that's the old seat. Unfortunately, the seat strap did snap, which is a shame, but to be fair, you can't read any of the writing on it at the minute. Well, it's all gone, so that unfortunately is the bin. But I'll probably actually keep it anyway or sell it on. That's the old seat. As you can see, guys, it's completely rotten through there. Look, there should be one hole there, but it's completely rotten. You can see that in there, it's completely at it. But I'm keeping this to use for the dimensions, for the height of the foam, because this is the new replacement seat that came in the post the other day. Also, the seat back plate is missing the Raleigh Chopper waterside decal. Obviously you can buy one, but then it's going to look brand new. So I've ordered a new seat back plate with a de-stressed waterside decal on it. So I put it down there for a tick. That's a little washer from a seat. But this is the new seat. So the seat is the right length in terms of its seat base, and that's a foam like that. So I've got to cut down to size. He's made a good job. He's not far out. I reckon he's come down probably that far, I would say, to that sort of line there. And obviously a nice new cover for it as well. But yeah, once it's all done, it's a good, I would say, a couple of hours work to cut that down. But I can use a little palette knife and just try and see how I get on with it. But yeah, it's a good attempt he's made, but I think it needs about a centimetre off. That's it, focus. About a centimetre off, I would say, on the top. But the seat plate itself, or the seat base, is good. And that should look nice when it's all done up. So that's next week's job. Put it down there for a tick. I'll try and keep the camera rolling, so we can see what's going on. Right, pedals. Now they are very worn, and I would say they're the original ones from when it was new, because they're really worn, and you can see they're a bit battered. And yeah, but these, so when we Mark 1 crossovers had short reflector pedals. This is that's the crank arm from the Space Blue that I'm building up and stripping and building. So I'll probably take the short reflectors pedals off the crank arms of the Space Blue and put them onto here. You could say, well, why didn't it use a crank? But this, I think this is called a snowflake crank. So if you can see, it's got, on the Space Blue, it's got these three here. And this one, it's got additional 1, 2, 3. So I think it's called a snowflake crank. So we get new pedals on them, which will bring it up to standard, bring it up to scratch. Unfortunately, the that mud flap thing was completely rotten. So unfortunately that can't be saved, which is a shame. But you know, it wasn't going to clean up any better, and it did look a bit rough, but decent enough to save and put in a box and forget about it, and at some point it might come in handy. Oh, you got a little glimpse there of an ultraviolet chain guard. Remember, that's in next week's video regarding the ultraviolet. Right, that's the old chain, which is completely beyond, well, it's very, very stiff and dirty and that kind of thing. I'll soak it in a bit of water, or probably just keep it. It might come in handy at some point. Rear brake is off, obviously. That needs to be cleaned up some more. I'll see how we get on cleaning that up. If it doesn't come up any better, which it will, but I just want to see how it looks, but if it doesn't come up to that sort of shine there, then I will be sourcing replacement brake calipers. Really good quality, well obviously good quality, but really good chrome. Gear mechanism, that's the slider arm, and that's the two little things that go on here and there. Now the gear cable's gone, that's out. To remove the gear cable, right, imagine, so the slider arm fits in there and that goes on there, yeah, like that. Imagine this is how it looks on your bike at the minute. Okay, now the gear cable obviously fits in there and down to the toggle chain. Okay, now to remove the gear cable, obviously remove this, it just pops out of there. You're then left with this thing here. So the gear cable fits in there, goes through this little tiny thing and out through here and down. To move the gear cable, find the thinnest screwdriver you can find, bring this back to there. So bring this back to like that, so number 2 I would say. Put the screwdriver in there and with a hammer just hit the end, bit of oil and WD-40, hit the end, and then you'll see it move out. Then once it's out and you lift it up, over and out. Now this thing here, the gear selector thing, little plastic thing, that needs to come out. But to get this out, you need to remove this screw here, which is currently seized, so it's soaking in WD-40. Remove this screw here, which in turn moves this out, which in turn so you can then replace that gear selector. Piston, I think it's called, I don't know. But they're only about £4 on eBay, including postage, 3 or 4 quid. So I've ordered a new one of them. I've ordered a new gear cable. I'm trying to source a replacement gear knob, like the round one. Reproduction ones are about 45-50 quid. I missed out on one, a used one, at the beginning of the week. Missed out on that, but there's more details on that later on in the video. Yeah, but so far I'm really pleased with how this bike's coming along. Right, let's get on to the chain guard and the wheel, and then I'll get on to the mechanical issue that nearly broke this bike. Right, chain guard. So a reproduction chain guard, really good quality. I'll put a description of the seller for the chain guard, the wheel, the seat, and something else. Oh yeah, this box here, that's coming to the end, you know. So chain guard, once it's painted, just obviously it's the right length. It's a proper Mark 1 chain guard, but that will look awesome when it's painted up and fitted. Right, I want your opinion on the contents of this envelope at the end. So we'll put there for a tick. You've seen the crank arms and pedals, L chain, slider arm, so that's that bit covered. New chain as well. I purchased a new chain, that was for Space Blue about 4 months ago. That's going on here because it's really good, clean, used chopper chain, oiled, and no joints, no linkages or seeds. Everything works in chain, it's lovely condition. That'll go on the Mark 1. Right, brake cables. So that's the old brake cable. No, sorry, that's a gear cable. So that's a bit I was talking about, isn't it? That's a gear cable. No, it's not. Hang on, where's that gone? Is that a gear cable? I've forgotten. No, that's a gear cable. Yeah, that's gear cable. So that bit went in there and then out through there, and that's how you knock it out. You just hammer it out and done. So keeping all these bits because they'll come in handy. Gear cable, brake cables, right, they're done. New brake cables have arrived as well, obviously reproduction. It's not ribbed, it's like a clear coated, but they have some sort of ribbon on them, and they do look good, so they're getting fitted as well. Right, gears, brakes, that's covered. Right, a dimpled wheel arrived in the post, which we'll clean up. I made a start on it, but I'll do that next week. On a couple of days I forgot. I'll do that, clean it up, and show you the results of that. But yeah, because as you know, the wheel has got a hole in it somewhere. Where's it gone? Can't find it now. But there's a hole in the wheel, and someone commented on the wheel and said, look, if there's a hole in it, you shouldn't really be using it to ride about on. And he's got a point. He's got a point. So we'll see how we get on with that wheel. Apparently you can use something called JB Weld on the wheel to repair it, but I don't know. I'll take it off, put the tyre on, to clean it up, and we'll see how we get on with that. Right, some more things to show you. Hang on. So in there, guys, is the seat clamp, which will clean up nice, and also the acorn nuts as well. Clean up nice, and it'll be a nice addition to the bike. Right, and this is a bit, the mechanical bit that nearly made this bike finish. Back wheel. So that's the back wheel, and those eagle-eye viewers will notice that it's missing its spoke protector, sprocket, axle. The axle did in fact snap in half. We had a snapped axle on the Mark 1. Snapped in half, that fell out, and then the axle here is completely rotten and snapped and beyond repair. So I said to myself, well, it's a 71 bike, 1971. And I said to myself, you know what can I do? Yeah, the wheel itself is rough as guts. It's rough, and that's the inside of a wheel bearings and that kind of thing, and it's pretty rotten. So that's it, guys. That's what nearly broke the bike. New axle. So I had the back wheel from a grifter, which I've put on to move it about. This is a bit rough as well, needs a clean up, but I'm gonna obviously replace the tyre on this. It's not bad chrome work. This is like 1979, I think it is, 80, 81, not too sure. But I'm gonna take the spoke protector off here, order a new sprocket. I think you can do that, maybe, not sure yet, and transfer all that onto the back wheel from the other one, this one here. So transfer the spoke protector onto here, obviously new tyre, and give this back wheel really good clean, and hopefully that should bring it back to looking like a Mark 1 chopper back wheel. Yeah, so that's what nearly broke it. Yeah, I was in two minds, but my thought process lasted about 10 seconds in terms of scrapping it. Not scrap it, but break it for parts and set it on. But thankfully, like I say, something arrived in post for me, and that changed my thought process even more. So now it's getting fully rebuilt, and we'll go from there. Right, guys, so you've seen all the bits so far I've been doing to this bike, and my thoughts. Just give you a quick rundown of what is still to do. Well, plenty to do, but in terms of cleaning. Right, seat post is stuck, so I'm going to drill a hole through this section here. So that's the original seat post clamp is is snapped off and that existing bolt is stuck in. So put a drill through the other end and drill it out. Then you can then use the hole that the seat clamp had, put a screwdriver through and twist and twist and just work it and work it. Bring this up. The sissy bar is stuck. However, I've noticed it hasn't got on it any sissy bar clamps. So at some point this has been out. Been out, sissy bar clamps removed and put back in. So I'm soaking it. I'm in no rush to get this bar out, but every day I'm soaking it in WD-40 and easing it out. I've heard if you put bricks, I'm going to try bricks. So put bricks on here, then put a car jack, and then try and ease it out that way. So sissy bar will come out, yeah. If I break it, doesn't matter because I'm just getting a new one. But it's a nice chrome work on that, and hopefully it can be saved. Mudguard has cleaned up nice. Still some work to do on that. I've ordered some new Autosol, because Autosol, in my opinion, is the best to use in terms of cleaning up chrome. I need some new head badge rivets for them. Mudguard's good, as you know. Front brake, still some work to do on that, cleaning it up. Herring bracket, it's all needs a good detail and some chrome work cleaned up, but I still love this like aged, sun bleached. I think that was an old water bottle holder. Yeah. Right, let's get on to this, which I'm quite excited about. Yeah, and this. So I need your thoughts on this. I'm desperate to show you this. Right, that is one side. Now I've got a dilemma. Okay, you can see Raleigh here. Yeah, you can see vaguely the word chopper. So from this side, it looks like a Raleigh chopper. From the back, it doesn't, because it's not got a chopper on it. Hence the new seat plate ordered. From the other side, which I'll now show you, there's no chopper word, which brings me on to that envelope. And that, guys, is the other side. No chopper word. This side I've not really cleaned up much, to be fair. I've only done the other side, but yeah, get down here and get some nice water and some cleaning fluid on that. Right, so I've ordered, I'll put a I'll mention the username at the end, but I've ordered some new decals for the bike. Which are in here. Very well rehearsed, isn't it? Right. Let's show you. Right, so chain guard decal. There's two of them. AWT stickers. I don't need them. I'll tell you why in a tick. Raleigh. So that's coming down there, but as you know, it's got Raleigh already on it. I still want to keep its history. So, question is, do I put a new chopper emblem on that? You tell me, guys. Do I put new logos, new decals on the bike? I need your thoughts in the comments. New decals on the bike. So you've got the chopper, you've got the Raleigh, you've got these little things you can't eat. You've got also the design number, that sort of thing. I think that fits down here somewhere. Yeah, that fits down there. clean it up, obviously. So yeah, I need your thoughts, guys. Obviously the chain guard decals will go on because I'm sorting out a chain guard for it. Yeah, guys, I need your thoughts. Do I put new decals on my chopper? Leave a comment. If you've not commented before, just, you know, yes or no. New decals. Keep the sun bleached ones original. What do you think? Because on this side, nothing says chopper, does it? Yeah? Let me know. Right, I'm going to wrap this up in a tick. I need to show you what's in here. And I need to give you the details of all the people who have supplied me with the bits for this video. Right guys, we're nearly done. Good coffee. Yeah. Since I've put out content on this Mark 1, there's been like 20 new subscribers on it, so obviously it's popular, and thank you guys for watching and viewing and all those new subscribers. Really pleased with how this bike is coming along. I'm enjoying it, I'm learning new stuff, and I really enjoy it. It's good. Getting it clean and keeping its history, preserving it. I find it fascinating, I really do. Right, I need to give you some details of the people who have supplied the bits. So, I've told these people I'll give them a mention. So hopefully they're watching, and you know, all on eBay. Have a look at their names, see what they got for sale, and we'll get on to that in a tick. The wheel and the seat plate came from the same seller. His username is top right or left hand corner. I'll put it in now. Yeah, please, that wheel, lovely. Good price as well, good price, good price. The seat, I told him about the channel. It is fascinating to see if I can get a seat looking like a chopper seat. So the seat is Jim James 2010. His username is up here, top left or right, I'm not sure yet. Jim James 2010. Have a look at his page, see what's for sale. The decal and chain guard, bless him, he sent out a spare. So he sent out, I ordered one set of the decals, he sent out 2 sets. So yeah, thank you very much to you. Doberman, Dober with an 8, not a B, a man with 2 N's. Again, I'll put his name up here somewhere. That's a decal and chain guard. The brakes, Rainy Lewis or someone. I will put his name up here. Fantastic, thank you. Right, which now leads me on to my purchase in this box. Now this is a bit you've all fast forwarded to, isn't it? Don't fast forward the videos, because I get to know. I can see my average view duration, and half the time it's like 4 minutes. Right, now, let me think about this. Okay, so my original thoughts were, okay, just try and get that seat freed up and move it up and keep the tape on and just keep it as like a rustic rattler bike. But then the seat was knackered. Then the new seat came up, didn't it? Which I'll do my best to sort that out, make it look good. So my theory is, okay, so the chrome work looks good, the seat's replaced, the handlebars are in lovely condition, the chrome, brake levers look good, and you know, got a nice patina to it. it was missing one thing though. I can sort out wheels, obviously. It was missing one thing that never came with a bike, and that was a console cover. Now you find a Mark 1 gear console cover, they do not come up for sale. They do not. Mark 2 ones do. Pretty much, you know, every other day there's a Mark 2 console cover sitting about on eBay, buy it now or an auction or a brand new one. But you find a Mark 1 gear console cover. Right, sorry, went on eBay and I bought this. An original Mark 1 gear console cover. A buy it now price. Bear in mind when I looked at on it, it had 11 watches on it. So when you've got that many watches, you know it's going to sell, don't you? A buy it now price. I hit him with an offer that was pretty much a third of what he wanted. He came back with a counter bid. I said to myself, you know what, I've got to take it. It arrived within 2 days and it is absolutely pretty much new old stock. Brand new 50-year-old gear console cover. And here it is. Absolutely stunning. An original Mark 1 gear console cover. And that to me was the reason why I said to myself, you know what, I've now got to do something good for this bike. I've got to make it look like a Survivor Mark 1, but with some really good quality repairs, refurbishments, and make it my own. Because you've got two types of Mark 1s on the market. You've got the Mark 1s that have been sat in sheds for 20 years, or in an attic, they just need a dust. Well, three types. Ones that sat in an attic need a dust. Ones like this that are borderline for saving, and the ones that are fully restored. The fully restored ones, painted, all brand new parts. Yeah, look for business. But where's that history gone? It's gone. The ones that are in the attic and need a dust, they all get dusted and just get everything kept original, bit of oil, off you pop. Or is this sort that just get patched up and get new parts fitted, but still keep that distressed. I can't find another Mark 1 chopper with this distressed paintwork on it. Stunning. But that to me is absolutely incredible. I can't thank the guy enough. His eBay page is Jody Hayden. That's spelled JODIEHAYDN. I'll put it up here in the top corner. He's got some cracking bits for sale on his page. Have a little look. Same as that seat. I can't thank you guys enough. Really can't. And the decals, yeah, thank you. The brakes, you know, the brake cables and the wheel, and the seat plate, yeah, awesome. Really pleased with how this bike is going to look. I'm going to do some little bits now off camera, maybe get the pedals off and that sort of thing. I've got to film a video on the Mark II ultraviolet and infrared, which I'll put out next week. May need some bits doing to them. But yeah, hope you like the video, guys. If you want to consider subscribing, feel free. Obviously it's free to subscribe to see more content on this beautiful sun bleached Mark 1 chopper. I don't know what else to say. Really pleased with how it's going, and I'll keep you updated with any new bits are happening to it. There shan't be a video of this next week, I don't think. Anyway, I might be able to squeeze one in, but I've got them to sort out that wheel. There'll be some bits on the on the seat obviously next week, and that will clean up. But yeah, hope you enjoy it. Anything you want to ask, any questions, any comments, anything you need to know. Hope you found the gear cable removal useful. To me, that was a game changer, because I thought, how do you get that out? And I worked it out, and yeah. Sissy bar, that will come out, it will. But yeah, really pleased with how this bike's coming along. That's it, guys. Quite a long video today, about 25 minutes, so apologies if it's taken up a percentage of your free time. But yeah, thanks for everyone who's watching and subscribing and liking and commenting. Share on all your networks, and hopefully it's been good and you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you later on next week on the next one. Thank you.